Good morning. Welcome to our morning yoga flow class to help you rise and shine. I'm Caren Baginski. All you're going to need for this practice is your mat. You may enjoy having a yoga strap or a hand towel toward the end of practice. Let's go ahead and begin seated, exactly as you are in a cross-legged seat. And we'll open with Bellow's breath. So bring your hands into light fists at your sides with the elbows facing down. And as you inhale, you'll expand your arms all the way up overhead and spread your fingers wide. As you exhale, bring the hands into fists with the arms down by the sides again. Imagine inhaling the belly moving out and exhaling the belly moving in. And allow that to come at an even pace, and I'll guide you through it. I'll keep count. You can close your eyes and just envelop yourself into this stimulating, energizing breath. In and out through the nose. Here we go. Hands in by fists, by your sides. Empty all your air. Now inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. Inhale. Exhale. Close the eyes if that's comfortable. Making equal inhale to equal exhale through the nose. Soften the neck as you move. Soften the jaw. Perhaps feel the heat start to build at your center. For 3, 2, 1, reach up, reach down. Now inhale, reach all the way up, and exhale 3 times out the nose, fold forward. Pause the breath if possible. Pull the hands to the thighs, wrap the thumbs inside all of the fingers, and take the hands to the knees. When you feel like breathing again, let that breath be spontaneous. If you weren't able to pause the breath, try that now. Take an inhale and pause the breath. And then exhale, release when you feel called to. Now just let the breath return at a natural pace in and out, feeling the thumbs inside the fingers in light fists, straight through your elbows. Sit a little bit taller and observe the effects of this practice. To feel a little bit more grounded, if that made you dizzy, then inhale as if you could to the crown of your head. And exhale down into the base of the pelvis, down far below into the earth. Feel yourself tethered and here. Inhaling to the crown. Exhaling into the ground. I am here, present, ready for this day. Release the thumbs now, open the eyes, and let's transition onto the back into bridge pose. Place your feet hip distance apart, toes pointing straight ahead, and lower onto your back. Allow your arms to rest by your sides with the palms face up. Now start to squeeze and release into your buttocks, your glute muscles. See if you can just squeeze there and release. If you're not quite finding that turn on, or you notice the hip flexors or the hamstrings or even the feet and the calves are helping out, then place the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide, and try it here. Sometimes this is more accessible in the beginning. We're just priming the body to prepare it for practice. Squeeze and then gently release. Squeeze and gently release. We'll do this a couple more times. You might notice after a while that the squeeze becomes more even across the right and the left half of your body. It's very normal. Look for that sense of both squeezing at once, bringing yourself into balance, and both releasing. Once you've found that, or you think you're on track to finding that, let's lift the knees back up if they went out, back into bridge pose. Now gently squeeze into those glute muscles, push into the feet, slide the tailbone forward, and lift up through the pelvis, just enough where you feel the shoulders take the weight of the pose. Then exhale and lower the hips back down to the floor. Inhale, push into the soles of the feet, squeeze through the glutes and rise. Engage the inner thighs together, even as you exhale and release down to the floor, trying not to sway the knees wide to the sides. Keep going. 3 more rounds at your own pace. Pushing into the whole sole of the foot on both sides. As you complete your last one here, release the hips back down to the floor and pull the right knee in toward your chest and hook it on top of the left knee into a figure 4. Let's reach the hands through the legs, one on the outside of the left and one in between the legs, and bring yourself into pulling the knees inward toward you, the left knee inward, the right knee out, gentle flex in both feet, and relax through the head. Take a few spacious breaths to open up the right side of your body through the legs. Release the grip, set the left foot back down to the floor, followed by the right foot, and switch it out. Figure 4, the left ankle on top of the right knee. Thread your hands to the back of the right thigh this time. Flex gently through the feet. As the right knee comes forward, gently press the left knee away from your face. Now allow the breath to be even bigger here in your abdomen, your upper chest. Relax through the mouth. Exhale and release the hands. Release the feet back down to the floor. Take both of the knees inward toward the armpits and reach your hands up for the ankles or the tops of the feet for happy baby. You might choose to gently rock side to side here, flexing through the feet. Bring the knees down and in by your sides. Relax the neck. If your head is far away from the floor here, try sliding your hands downward toward your ankles, giving yourself more space. One more full breath in. Feel the abdomen move upward and out. Exhale and empty. Release the ankles and bring the knees in. Do a little roly-poly a few times onto your spine, forward and back. To come up, to sit on your pelvis with your feet in front, take your hands to the back sides of your thighs, and let's lift up into boat pose. Flex through the toes and spread them horizontally. Lift up from your abdomen toward the thighs. Stay right here if you like, or you can float the arms forward. Bring the shoulder blades together onto the back and take the gaze just above the toes. Feel that heat start to build in the abdomen. If you like, you can also take your hands to the floor for more support here. Another breath in. Breathe it out. Set the feet down, cross at the ankles, take the hands forward, plant through the palms, and step back into table position. From table, we'll move into cow and cat. On an inhale, drop through the belly, let the shoulder blades glide together, take the gaze slightly forward through the chin, and then exhale, round through the whole spine from the crown to the base of the pelvis. Let the breath start to flow here with the pose, bringing a soft sound of Ujjayi breath into the back of your throat. This is victorious breath, sounding like a smooth ocean wave moving in and out. It doesn't need to be very loud, just allow yourself to hear it. Continue to move and breathe. That gentle sound of the back of the throat breathing, accompanying you the whole way through this practice. Even yourself out until you round into cat. No rush at all. This is your time here on the mat. And then release yourself into table position. Let's move forward with both feet, stepping toward the hands and folding to a standing forward bend. Bend the knees as much as you need. Drop your hands to opposite elbows to hold. Relax the crown completely to the floor and fold in, feeling the abdomen toward the thighs, maybe even held by the thighs. Pitch the weight forward into the fronts of the feet so the heels are a little bit lighter. Take one more full breath in here into the back body. Soft sound of Ujjayi breath on the exhale. Now inhale and we will rise to stand. Lift the arms all the way up, whole spine comes at once. Exhale, meet the palms at heart center. Here in equal standing pose, find that equality in the feet. So lean forward to the toes, back to the heels, inner and outer feet until you feel as though you are standing right in the center of yourself, with the palms meeting at the heart, that soft warmth of the palms assuring that you are here, centered and ready. Maybe close the eyes, breathe in, and breathe out. Now release the palms and inhale, allow the arms to float wide and high. Exhale, bring the palms back down to the heart space, staying right in the center of you. Release the palms. Inhale, do that again, lifting all the way wide and high through the hands. Exhale, coming back into this center as you bring the palms toward the heart. Last time here, inhale wide and high. Now exhale, bend into the knees and fold to your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to shins or mat, lengthening through the spine, gaze is down. Exhale, step the right leg back into a lunge. Keep the back knee lifted and your fingertips on the mat. Then straighten through the front leg on an exhale. If you need to shorten your stance a little to feel more balanced, do so, but keep the stance pretty wide. Now we'll flow with the breath. Inhale, come back into the lunge, gaze forward, maybe pitch the hips a little bit lower toward the floor. And then exhale, lift up from the navel, pushing into the left heel, straighten the legs. Do this 2 more times. Spending time in each position and controlling the movement through your breath. Now come back into the lunge and drop the right knee to the floor. Relax the toes. Inhale, flow the arms overhead for Crescent Moon Lunge. Hold on to the right wrist. Inhale, stretch tall toward the ceiling. Exhale, side bend toward the left thigh. Smooth out the breath. Remember, breath first, movement second. So allow that breath to occupy the space of the pose. Because yoga is so much more than just this physical practice. Inhale, lift up from the side bend, open the hands. Exhale, float the palms down to the floor. Lift up the back knee. And step the back foot flat. Into Warrior Two, inhale and rise up through the arms. The front heel will intersect the middle or the heel of the back foot, and the back edge of the foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Right away, inhale. Let's flow the arms overhead, straighten through the front leg. And then exhale, come back into that lunge, tracking the knee right over the center of the front foot. Inhale, lift up, slow and controlled, using the strength of the left thigh. Exhale, bring yourself down. Gaze can be forward or over the front fingers. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, and stay. One breath in Warrior Two. Gaze over the front fingers if you haven't done so already. Take a breath in. And breathe out, cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Step the left leg back to meet the right, and pause in plank pose. Smooth out the breath. Feel the difference between the right and the left leg. Your choice to tap your knees down as you move through Chaturanga Dandasana. Otherwise, send your weight forward and lower down, maintaining the shoulders above the elbows, all the way to the floor. Cobra pose. Push into the palms, lift up through the back of the heart. Exhale and lower to the floor with the nose. Push into the knees or tuck the toes, lifting up into downward facing dog, whether you did that through high plank or using the assistance of the knees. Find downward facing dog and immediately start to notice difference between right and left leg. As we pause in downward facing dog, smooth out the breath, rotate the upper arms out, push into the palms and load the weight into the heels or the thigh area, strong legs here. On an exhale, bend into the knees, step forward to the top of your space. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, gently fold. Inhale, the arms and the whole spine come up at once, stand tall. Exhale, palms through to the heart center. Inhale, release the palms and lift them wide. Lift the arms up. Exhale, fold back down to your feet, soft bend in knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, this time step the left leg back into lunge. Stay here in your lunging position with your fingertips on the floor. Begin to activate this outer right thigh and right glute. And now straighten through the legs. Relax the crown diagonally down toward the floor to smooth out the crease of the neck. 3 times we'll come into the lunge and straighten the legs. So on an inhale, lower into the lunge. Maybe the knee even tracks beyond the ankle, that's okay. Exhale, push into the right foot and lift the legs to length. Flow with that soft breath in the back of your throat. Slowing down the movement if you like, so you can really breathe. Considering that that breath is the vital life force that carries you through your day. See if you can stretch it out and honor it and be with it. Let's come back into the lunge after you've completed those 3 rounds. Drop the back knee down to the floor. Inhale and lift up through the arms overhead into Crescent Moon Lunge. Hold on to the left wrist. Inhale again, lengthen through the side body. Exhale and tip over to the right. Reaching up through the armpit area, soften the face, soften the base of the neck. Just breathe and be. Waking up. Maybe you can even feel into how nice it is to be alive today. Another day, new opportunities today. Inhale and lift the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, flow the palms down. Pick up the back knee, curl the toes under. And we'll drop the back heel and move into Warrior Two. I'm actually going to turn around on my mat so I can face you here in Warrior Two. Inhale, flowing the arms up. Let's settle in 3 times with the breath. So inhale, lift the arms up, straighten through the front thigh. And exhale, bring it back into the lunge. Inhale, lift, rise. Exhale, settle and lower. Last time. As you reach the arms to a T, gaze over the front fingers if you haven't already. And then exhale and cartwheel your hands down. Palms meet the floor. Step back with that right leg. Full breath in here in plank pose. Full breath out takes you either knees down, Chaturanga Dandasana, or lowering down all the way. Inhale, pull the hands back, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down, and lift up into the back body, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale and flow down to the floor. This time, push into the knees, lift up through the pelvis, separate the knees wide, toes to touch, into child's pose. Rest for a moment. Forehead heavy, arms relaxed. Perhaps feeling yourself now more balanced and even through the legs. Inhale and walk your palms back toward you. Have a seat here on your mat. If you're using a strap, go ahead and grab that now, or a hand towel. Lower onto your back with your knees bent. Unfurl the strap, pull the left leg in, and set the strap toward the base of the big toes. The big toe and the pinky toe, and kick that leg straight up toward the ceiling. Extend the right leg long if that feels comfortable, and take the strap fully into the right hand. Left arm can anchor by your side. As you flex upward through the foot, bring your left thumb into the left hip crease and move that hip forward, leveling out through the pelvis. Now bring the leg across your body just a little until you feel the whole outer length of that left leg light up. See if you can relax your breath, your mouth, your neck, and shoulders. Maybe close the eyes, and staying in this little bit of discomfort, if there's discomfort. Perhaps a bit of gratitude for all the ways in which your body serves you. Inhale and bring the leg back up through the center space. Bend into the knee. We'll take the strap off of that leg. Pull the right leg in. Same thing, other side. Loop the strap on top of the foot. Kick the foot straight up. Extend the left leg long. Strap goes into the left hand. The right thumb into the right hip crease. And rotate that hip outward and push the hip forward. Once you're there, engage the left leg as well, and then bring the right leg across the body. Just a little until you feel that leg engage, open up, start to stretch. Remember today that you always have the power to put up boundaries. To say, even right here on the mat, this is enough. This is what I'm willing to breathe into and be with right now. One more breath. Bring the leg back upright, bend into the knee. Let's set that strap off to the side. Extend both of those legs long to the base of your mat. Both of the arms long. Just for a moment, full breath in and full breath out. Now bring your left leg, both legs together actually, and then your left leg in toward your chest. Hold on to the knee. We'll sit on top of the right hip, so scoot over on your mat toward the left, coming onto the right hip, and drop the right knee across the body for a twist. Left arm goes out to a T, and if you like, you can gaze in that direction as well. Relax the shoulders. Relax the grip against the knee and the legs. If there's any engagement in those muscles, just soften. Inhale, and bring the knee back up and in. Pull the right leg in as well to meet the left. Left leg goes long. Now as the right knee comes in toward the heart, scoot over to the right and allow the knee to come across the body for a twist. Right arm out to a T, maybe taking the gaze toward the right fingertips. Bring the knee back up and in, roll onto your back. Both of the feet plant, knees are toward the ceiling. 3 times we're going to rotate into the pelvis, so little tiny pelvic tilts. Inhale, lift through the abdomen, drag the tailbone into the floor. Exhale, flatten the low back, navel comes in towards spine. Inhale, rising up through the abdomen, just like we did through Bellow's breath. And exhale, bringing that navel down and in, emptying all your air. Little gentle squeeze of the glutes at the bottom. Last time, feeling yourself centered, arriving onto your back. I invite you now to extend your legs long into Shavasana, our final pose. Make yourself comfortable here. Elbows and armpits have space away from the body. Feet flop outwards. Close the eyes. Bring your attention down to the space just above the navel. The seat of your personal power, your solar plexus chakra. And feel from there a lightness or a light emanating throughout your whole body. Maybe this feels like a softness or a brightness. Tingling from the inside out. Your light here, awakened, ready to be seen today. Let yourself relax into this lightness until I bring you out. Take a few more breaths, marking the transition of your practice into the rest of the day. Start with any movements you like, stretching through the body, waking it up from stillness. Eventually, guide the knees inward. Choose a side to roll onto. Use that arm above and overhead. Curl into a ball, resting your head on your arm. If possible, keep the eyes closed and push up to a seated position that's comfortable for you. Once you arrive, take the palms together at the heart center. Offering gratitude to all the teachers who have come before to bring this practice to us. Open the eyes and relax the palms down. As you come back into this space, I want to thank you for taking the time to practice with me. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and practice with me again tomorrow morning. I have other morning practices on my channel. I'll see you in the next one.